What do we want? Horror movies! Where do we want them? In our mailbox! What's inside the newest Horror Pack subscription service? You know, that sounded a lot better in dress rehearsal. Mind you, I was, of course, bouncing off of Tony in that. And now I had to fly solo because Tony is taking a nap. Nonetheless, though, this lone captain of this ship, avoiding, of course, not to steer into any icebergs, will be opening up the newest bag from the folks over at Horror Pack. Yes, every single month, Horror Pack will deliver to you a selection of horror titles, 4 to be exact, and in the format of either DVD or Blu-ray, depending on your preference. My preference happens to be Blu-ray. If your preference happens to be DVD, it's okay. We can still be friends. We can hang out. And next time, I probably will be calling you up. Ring-a-ling-a-ling. Maybe you can come and do the rehearsal along with me. Producer Tony, just take notice. We're going to go ahead and get this opened up, check out the newest contents offered by the Horror Pack. And in order to do that, I'm going to grab my trusty knife and returning knife, Old Red. Yes, it's been a while since Old Red has made any bit of an appearance in these videos, but she's back, and I'd like to think better than ever. I like to think when we do go away, when you need a little bit of time to ourselves, I like to think that when we come back, we're bigger and better than ever, and perhaps sporting different facial hair. I'm saying for the men, and perhaps a different hairstyle for the men and the women and the owls. We're going to go ahead and pull out each title one at a time, discuss it, digest it. If you've seen it, let me know down below in the comments section. The first one we have is The Conjuring's Annabelle. This is a DVD and Blu-ray format, so you're actually getting 2 formats inside. I have seen this one, and I've actually seen all of the Annabelles. Didn't really quite like Annabelle Comes Home. I felt it was just so screaming as a direct-to-DVD release. Nonetheless, the original Annabelle was fine and outstanding. I even like the original Annabelle. What was the first one called? Annabelle Awakening, or I can't remember what the original one was. But the prequel, basically the second Annabelle, I think I actually like a little bit more than the first Annabelle. Anyways, the read-up on the back says, in this thriller based on the terrifying doll from The Conjuring, John has found the perfect gift for his wife, Maya, a rare vintage doll. But Maya's delight with Annabelle doesn't last long. Of course it doesn't last long. She's a demonic doll. Special features include The Curse of Annabelle, Bloody Tears of Possession, Dolls of the Demon, a demonic process, and deleted scenes. The release date on this, let me see if I can find it. Looking. I don't see it. Oh, 2015. It was right in front of me the whole time. 98 minutes is also your runtime. You can mark that down on your calendar. I suppose you don't have to really write that down on a calendar. That makes no sense. If somebody just walked into the room and saw specifically on one day 98 minutes, they'd be like, I don't understand. What's 98 minutes? What's happening in 98 minutes? And then, of course, panic would start to set over them. What do you mean? What's happening in 98 minutes? And just walk out of the room. Don't say anything. Just don't say anything. The next one we have is Mega Shark versus Mecca Shark. This is Monster versus Metal. Interestingly enough, I had gone through a phase in my life of collecting movies where I was really big into collecting these B-title creature feature films. And I think I might have actually had all of Mega Shark films except for this one. This one's Mega Shark versus Mecca Shark. This one stars, probably nobody have noticed, Christopher Judge, Debbie Gibson. Oh, Debbie Gibson's in this. And Elizabeth Rome. Or is it Rom? Let's look at the back here. The thing about it, though, is none of the artwork ever looks as good as what the actual film is. Well, vice versa. Flip that around. The film never looks as good as the actual artwork on the front. That's what I meant to say. I mean, that looks pretty good. That makes me enticed and want to see more of it. Then I turn on these abominations and I realize quickly, oh, yeah, that's bad. Hey, wait a minute. Christopher Judge. He was in Stargates. That's right. Debbie Gibson, of course, the old pop singer from the 80s. And Elizabeth Rome, she looks familiar, although I'm drawing a bit of a blank. Says the epic battle saga continues on the scale of Transformers and Lord of the Rings. Okay, let's not build ourselves up any more than just calling ourselves Mega Shark versus Mecha Shark. Let's not put us in the same category as big budget, to the big screen also, I might add, big feature films. When Mega Shark returns, the government unleashes the top-secret Mecca Shark, of course they do, to defeat the monster in a pitched battle that threatens the planet. Special features apparently were so important that they made them microscopic. I can barely see that. Original widescreen presentations, 5.1 surround sound, cast and crew commentary. The making of Mega Shark versus Mega Shark, and blooper reels and trailers. I wonder if some of the blooper reels just has Debbie Gibson saying the whole time, talking about the old albums that she used to do, and she wonders why she was making a movie like this. I don't know. The release date on this, well, first of all, it's 90 minutes in length, but the release date on this is 2014. Does not make the budget any bit better than some of the older films. In fact, some of the special effects on these films are an abomination. Pulling out the next one here, we have the Horror Pack Limited Edition Blu-ray. This one is Betsy, a Sean Burkett film. Let's see what it says on the back here. Betsy is a werewolf film with heart and bite. After surviving a vicious attack in the city, Betsy moves to the country in hopes of starting over. As she begins to recover, something begins clawing its way into the moon night. Color me intrigued. The film has the perfect look and a great homage to the classic werewolf films of yesteryear. That says Mac Brewer of the Horror Society. The release date on this one, see if I can find it. Well, first of all, special features include gag reel interviews, Betsy in the black and white alternate version. I guess that's the alternate of the film. But the release date on this, I don't see it. It would be, of course, somewhere down here. Oh, there it is, right there. I always say, as quickly as I say, I never can find it. Then, sure enough, I find it. It's right in front of me. It's like finding Where's Waldo, which I might also add. I'm pretty generally good at. That's 2016. 2016 with a running time of, I don't know. It doesn't say anywhere on here, the running time. Again, it probably is very microscopic. It's there somewhere. We're just going to say it's there somewhere. And the last film inside this plucking of horror pack, we have Patient Zero, starring Matt Smith, starring Natalie Dormer, starring Stanley Tucci. Find the disease, find the cure. That's a good tagline. That's a pretty good tagline. In the pandemic thriller Patient Zero, humanity is battling intelligent, adrenaline-fueled creatures born from a viral super strain. After being bitten, human survivor Morgan, played by Matt Smith, realizes he's asymptomatic and can communicate with the infected, leading the last survivors on a hunt for Patient Zero and a cure. Looking down below here, the running time. Let's see if we have better luck this time around. Again, what's with the small font? I can barely make that out. Perhaps it's a telltale sign that perhaps this guy should be getting himself some spectacles, some glasses, I should say, sunglasses. Well, the release date on this is 2018, but again, I draw an absolute blank as to being able to actually find the running time. Right there, there it is, right there. Do you see how small that is? You can certainly, hopefully, understand where I was coming from, how difficult it is sometimes to actually find the running time on these. 87 minutes, it's right there, very small, very, very small print. Well, I can tell you, there's a whole bunch of films that I probably should sit down and give myself a watch for. Now, I've already seen Annabelle. I think it's Annabelle Creation was the second film, but of course it was the first film in the trilogy. I have seen Annabelle, but of course it's always good to have a copy of Annabelle. I probably have like 3 copies of Annabelle right now. I can add that to the pile. I don't have this one, but I can add it to my pile of ridiculously B-film, horror film, creature films. That's just a whole bunch of thrown things in there. Mega Shark versus Mecca Shark, starring Christopher Judge. Now I know who he is. Debbie Gibson. I've always known who she is. And Elizabeth Rome. I have no idea who that is. I'm going to probably give that a watch at some point. We had Betsy, an intriguing sounding horror film about werewolves. And then we also have Patient Zero. I haven't seen Patient Zero. I'll probably want to give that a watch as well. Have you seen any of these films? Let me know down below which ones you like, or just talk about them. I always like when you guys, the viewing audience, can regurgitate your opinions in the comments section. That's not literally, by the way. That's figuratively. Let me know down below in the comments section which of these films you've seen. Tell me a little bit about what you guys think of it. And I always like reading your comments down below. And also, of course, the big one, of course, is making sure that if you are a big fan of horror films like I am, and maybe you have yourself a DVD and a Blu-ray, or one or either, or or of course you just like horror films in general, you may want to subscribe to the Horror Pack by clicking the link down below in the video description. And also while you're down there, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you are new to the channel and you're liking the content you're seeing. You're digging the idea that this guy likes horror films and still has a tough time reading fine print. And you could say to yourself, hey, wait a minute. I have a tough time reading fine print as well. It's like this guy is speaking my thoughts. You can hit that subscribe button down below. You can turn on the bell notification. Most definitely, you can keep these things. Didn't mean to startle you with these fingers. On either side of your nose peel, those would be your peepers, because there's definitely going to be a lot more videos coming your way. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.